Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. We got some more drama for you guys, so put on your seatbelts. We got a show ahead, a great show in store for you guys today. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Let's get into this. We got some drama. This is some Brandy the Boy's Mind type of stuff. What am I talking about? As you guys know, Kendrick Perkins, we produced a show about this yesterday, went on ESPN and essentially said that LeBron James is always trying to steal the spotlight, weasel his way in and steal the spotlight from other players when the attention is on them. By that, he was referring to the comments that he made, that LeBron James made on his podcast with JJ Redick, talking about he misses Kyrie and Kyrie is the most talented, he's a magician, and blah, 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 blah. Kendrick Perkins heard that and was like, nah, stop it, right? So today on ESPN First Take, what happened? Stephen A. Smith and them are talking about this, and they play Kendrick Perkins' comments, and Udonis Haslem was there as well. And then they asked Stephen A. Smith to weigh in on whether or not he agrees with that. And Stephen A. Smith said, absolutely. Like LeBron stay trying to ride somebody's wave, right? So they said that. So what happened? I'm going through the internet here, and I come across a clip that is recommended to me on my homepage from Nightcap. And I watch some of their shows. I believe I'm subscribed to their channel. If you're not, you should go subscribe. And in the picture, you have Shannon Sharpe, you have Kendrick Perkins, you have Chad Johnson, and you have Gilbert Arenas. And all of these guys are reacting to the comments that Kendrick Perkins had to say. And we want to play what they said, and I want you guys to especially listen to the end where Gilbert Arenas comes in and what he says, because I'm like, what? But before we get into what these guys had to say, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time, who's the official sponsor of today's show. Game Time makes getting NBA Finals tickets even faster and easier than ever before. For example, I am super excited about the games between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to the NBA. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, baseball, or concerts, or comedy or theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play what these gentlemen had to say. I want you guys to listen to Shannon Sharpe, listen to Chad Johnson, and listen to Gilbert Arenas at the end. And then we're going to come back and react to the comments. Take a listen to these gentlemen here.
I wish he was my running mate. Why? Because he's one of the most skillful basketball players of all goddamn time that I used to play with. How is that making it about? How's that making it about you?
I can't say he's one of the. LeBron also said he's one of the most, if not the most skilled player in NBA history. And I'm extremely happy for him, considering some of the things that he went through. Kyrie has matured. Kyrie has grown. We don't need to rehash everything that he's done, but he has grown. Okay. I am so proud of him for becoming the man that we see today. Man, I'm pissed off. He ain't my running mate no more. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're finding a reason. They're finding a reason to say that LeBron is inserting himself in something that everyone else is inserting themselves in. The same thing. Everyone is talking about Kyrie. They're talking about how he's matured, his growth to this point. Obviously going to play in Boston. Everybody talking about the same shit. Obviously, when LeBron says something, because he used to play with him, and they cut out all the good stuff he said. just to say, oh, now he's inserting himself. Well, it's goddamn LeBron. Anything he says pertaining to basketball is going to be talked about. Hell, the Lakers then took over the goddamn headlines, and they're not even playing the damn championship.
LeBron.
Like, listen, this is simple. When it comes to Perk, when it comes to Paul Pierce, whatever they say about LeBron, you just don't pay attention to it because they are Boston Celtics fans, and the number one enemy of them was LeBron James. He is a trigger to them. They hate him with all the hate that they can possibly hate, right? So they're going to turn it anyway. That's just them. So you just go with it.
So you heard what they had to say. What are my thoughts? First of all, what Kendrick Perkins said is true. LeBron will even drop a tweet. LeBron even dropped a tweet when Tom Brady won his 7th championship. He always finds the right moment, right? The right moment. When it's always coincidental with him. When something big happens and everybody's flocking to that person, he'll jump in. And then all of a sudden people start saying, did you see what LeBron had to say? Did you see what LeBron had to say? ESPN, I see you mofos and what you do. Whenever something big happens in another NBA player's life, what ESPN always does, and they're very slick, House of Highlights does this too, Clutch Sports, you guys are really powerful. What they do is they'll now bring some graphic that is related to LeBron doing that similar thing and then bring LeBron James into it to keep him relevant, to always remind you, LeBron is there, LeBron is there, LeBron is there. People see through you guys like a glass menagerie, man. It's so obvious what these guys do. Now, let's get to what Shannon Sharpe said. Shannon Sharpe, I think I said this on the show yesterday. I wonder what goes on in the mind of a LeBron fan, because Shannon Sharpe saw that and he's like, I don't understand. Like, what is he talking about? What does he mean? He's like, I thought it was perfectly fine. It seemed perfectly normal to me. Like, what's the issue here? Yes, he said that. He was giving his props. I don't see what the problem is. Now, here's what's interesting. I genuinely believe that Shannon Sharpe didn't see a problem with it. I genuinely believe that a LeBron fan did not see an issue with it, did not take an issue with it. I genuinely believe that. They generally believe this. Let's get to Gilbert Arenas. That was the most interesting part of this entire soundbite. Why was that interesting? Gilbert Arenas says something that I absolutely did not understand. Gilbert Arenas said that the reason Kendrick Perkins said what he said is the very reason that Paul Pierce says what he says on TV, which is these guys were former Boston Celtics. And I'm going to call cap on all of that. Kendrick Perkins has been on ESPN twerking it up, shaking it up, slapping these people in the hallway with honey and all kind of crazy stuff for LeBron James. He been the one running around there like a madman talking about LeBron James is the GOAT. Kendrick Perkins has been on that train. Kendrick Perkins got into an argument, a lover's quarrel with Shannon Sharpe talking about who been supporting LeBron James more. That was Kendrick Perkins. So I'm gonna call a big fat ass cap on that one. We're gonna throw a yellow flag on that play, you capping. Take your hat off your head, you capping right now. Kendrick Perkins is a huge LeBron James fan. So it ain't got nothing to do with being no Celtics fan. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, they competed against each other, but that don't mean nothing. Gilbert Arenas competed against LeBron James in the finals, and Gilbert Arenas said in between games they was playing pool at LeBron James' apartment in Cleveland. Cut that. So what that mean? Like, it don't mean nothing. Kendrick Perkins is a LeBron James guy. He has been getting annoyed with LeBron over the last few weeks. That is a fact. That is a fact. But to say that the reason he's saying that is because he's a Celtic, I don't buy it. I don't buy it whatsoever. And Gilbert tried to dismiss them like, nah, he's a Celtic. Nah. Don't try to run away from the point that he made. Now, Paul Pierce is something else. You got me there. But with what he was saying, nah. Don't dismiss it. There is some validity to that, to what Kendrick Perkins was saying. I just think it's hilarious. Because there must be this code within the LeBron James fan club, which is everybody all the time needs to say nice stuff about LeBron. You remember when Shannon Sharpe went out there on ESPN First Take when Stephen A. Smith went his alma mater? and called out LeBron James for saying that the Miami Heat didn't do nothing for his career. He would have still been LeBron James or whatever. And then the same Gilbert Arenas said, well, why is Shannon Sharpe saying that about LeBron James? So, Gil, we're going to call cap on that. Foul on the play, flag on the play. Take off that hat, you capping. Shannon Sharpe, he was defending his man. And really, folks, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, because I just think the whole thing is hilarious. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.